Hey, welcome back to 5-Minute Life Hacks. I'm your host, Natalia Ambrosia, coming at you from my bedroom in Los Angeles, California. And just a heads up, if you hear helicopters or coyotes, then you know you're in the right place because they seem to come around every single time I start recording my podcast. So in this episode, what I want to talk to you about is self-love. Yes, before you start saying, oh no, self-love again, I know it's everywhere and it might seem like a cliche, but it's a cliche because it's important. And I think it's super important because if you don't love yourself, then how do you expect other people to love you? So in this episode, I'm going to give you a quick little trick you can do to boost your self-confidence. So this episode was actually inspired by two of my really good friends, Katrina and Beth. And so I want to talk to you first about Katrina. So I was voice noting Katrina, more on voice notes later because they're really important. But essentially, I was sending her a long voice recording after we had been talking about fitness. She loves fitness. She just lost a little bit of weight. I love fitness. And I was just getting back to her and I started talking about how much I love HIIT workouts and strength workouts and what I do. And then I suddenly blurted out, and I love fitness and I love my body. And I even surprised myself for a second. But then I was like, no, I really love my body. I love what my body can do. I love that I can work out. I'm in the best shape of my life. And yes, I'm naturally quite thin and I've always been quite active. So it does come naturally. But right now I've had so much control over it. I work out every day. I eat healthy and I really take care of my body and you can see it. And so I look good. And being able to say that was hard, but I was just surprised as to how easily it came out. Anyway, Katrina got back to me and she was like, wow, that's amazing. What is this self-confidence? Is it American? She's like, we need some of that in the UK. Like, I really like that. And so then I was thinking to myself, wow, yeah, that's true. It's not really an American thing. It's not really a female thing. As females, I feel like we're taught not to be modest and to not celebrate our achievements as much, or to not even be confident about what we're good at or the way we look or anything. We have to be modest. And men, I have guy friends. My guy friends will so easily be like, yeah, I'm good looking, or I'm really good at these presentations, or I'm a boss. And anyway, so I got back to Katrina and told her all of this. And then I realized that I'd been preaching this to my friends for the last few weeks, which leads me to my second story, which is my friend Beth. So my friend Beth is Australian. She's got a lovely Australian accent. And she was telling me this story about this guy who had come up to her at a bar. She was like, and then this guy came up to me and was like, you're the most beautiful girl at this bar. And I was like, well, yeah, I am. And I kind of laughed at that. And she's like, why are you laughing? And I was like, oh, you're just so confident. She's like, well, yeah, I mean, it's true, whatever. And then she just moved on so casually. And then I was just like, oh, wow, that's confidence. And I realized that ever since she said that kind of stuck with me up until when I was voice noting Katrina and I said, I love my body. And since then, my poor friends, or my great friends, have been blessed with me preaching to them how much we should celebrate ourselves and be confident about the things you're good at. Like, I've now started saying, yes, I'm excellent at telling stories. I'm excellent at doing Instagram stories. Follow me on Instagram. I love my body. I love that I can, work out and get the results I want. So now what I'm challenging you to do is to close your eyes. I want you to close your eyes right now. And I want you to pick something about yourself. And I know for some of us, it's baby steps because this can be really hard. So I'm going to challenge you to choose something about yourself, about the way you look or the things you do. It can be anything from like, I've got amazing eyebrows, to I'm really good at planning parties. And I just want you to pick something and say it out loud and just be like, yes, I've got amazing nails. I've got great hair. I really know how to choose colors. I'm a great dresser. My ass is great. And I want you to close your eyes and I want you to think, yes, this is great. I really do believe that this is wonderful, even if it's something small. And then I want you to tell one of your friends, I've got great hair. And I bet you your friend will get back to you and say, yes, you do have great hair. And I promise you, the more you say this, the more you believe it, the more confident you will be. And then tomorrow, I want you to choose something else that you love about yourself. Like, I've got great taste in movies. I've got great eyes. And then keep doing that until you love every single part of this body that gets you up every single day and that allows you to live your life. And then I want you to challenge your friends to do the same thing. And then you can start building connections based on things that you love about yourselves and each other and boost each other up instead of just talking about problems. Time is up now, and please try this little trick and let me know what you think. It's been great talking to you. As always, I want to hear from you. Message me at Natalia Ambrosia on Instagram. Subscribe to this podcast to keep them coming in, and thank you so much for being a part of this. I really appreciate it. Have an amazing day. Sending you lots of love and sunshine and helicopters from LA. Bye.